Hello everyone, welcome to the Alpha Hustle. Here is a daily review of Nifty and Bank Nifty on how market auction today, what markets failed to do with important references for tomorrow's auction. Let's quickly get started. Let's start with the review of Nifty. Market opened with a gap and sellers from the open failed to fill the gap, which started the auction to the upside. It's a textbook trend day with no stopping of one-time framing once a C period extended the range to the upside. This move is at the back of good volumes and long buildup that forced the sellers from Friday to cover who had been underwater for the last couple of trading sessions. So essentially, today's move is at the back of new money buying and sellers covering their shorts. Market closes towards the high point of the day, giving the advantage to the buyers for tomorrow. Market is pretty much close to the all-time highs formed on the 16th of Feb at 15430. Trend on all time frames is now to the upside. So the important references for tomorrow. Open-end acceptance above today's high is likely to probe 15430, above which market may head for a probe of the freak highs formed on the 24th of Feb around 15520 levels. On the downside, sellers got to fill the gap that's left today at 14990, 15035 for any change in the short-term context. For tomorrow, open within yesterday's range and the value area is likely to be choppy. Bank Nifty 2 had a strong trend day breaking out from a two-day balance. Market opened towards the high end of yesterday's range and prices drove out of the range. There was a small pause in the E period where the one-time framing to the upside has been paused for a brief duration. However, the buyer started the one-time framing yet again starting in the F period. Gap left on Friday has been filled and now we are approaching a very important reference zone of 36,800, 37,500 with the presence of some strong responsive sellers. We may have some resistance in this zone and buyers from today should attempt to absorb supply and find acceptance to mark prices higher. For fresh highs, this zone needs to be taken out. This zone also marks the HVN with distribution, where the sellers stepped in on the 25th of Feb to mark prices lower. So this zone of 36,800, 37,500 is of great prominence and is going to provide some supply. So the references for tomorrow's auction, open and acceptance above today's high will start its probe into the supply zone of 36,800, 37,500 that we talked about. Market could get choppy in this zone. So if prices start to find acceptance, buyers are likely to probe higher and test the higher frame sellers near the 37,700, 37,770 zone. Open within today's range is likely to be choppy. Pullback low of E period at 36,000 is an important reference. So any acceptance below 36,000 may get some sellers back in action. That's all for today. Thank you very much for joining and listening. If you find this content useful, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.